Okay.
Hey folks, welcome to Corvette Talk with Scags. Over the years I've been fortunate enough to own some really cool cars, not just Vettes, but Trans Ams, Camaro Z28s, Jaguars, Triumphs, Novas, 240Zs, all really cool cars in their own right. Today we're going to stick with the Vettes. What I'm going to do is going to take a little trip down memory lane. I'm going to talk to you about the Corvettes that I've owned in the past. When I can, I'm going to show you some pictures, and let's get started. My first Vette was that brown on tan one that I talked about in my memorabilia video. If you don't remember, as far as Corvettes are concerned, that car was pretty terrible. I bought it from a guy who had at least a dozen Vettes scattered around his yard in various stages of disrepair. It looked like he just got them together, got them in driving, working order, and then just passed them off to suckers like me. I enjoyed that car for 6 years, and then as fate would have it, I wrecked it. Moving on to my second one, I don't have any pictures of that one, unfortunately. It was another 74, and here are some cool pictures of it, front and front. I'm going to try to go as fast as I can because there is 7 Corvettes to talk about. I won't talk about these 3. That's a cool picture right there. And I guess this car's claim to fame was that picture of my wife sitting on the hood actually made it into Vette magazine. Pretty cool. This was the September of 2003 issue of Vette magazine. So that was that car. Very cool. I had it for 3 or 4 years. My wife drove it around quite a bit. We sold it to a guy who gave us a deposit and then promptly disappeared. We didn't really know what to do. Should we keep driving it? Should we stop driving it? What should we do? Eventually he came and got his car. Second car on the list is a 1980 coupe. There's your boy Scags with a full head of hair. Wow, times have changed. This car was a bit of a basket case as well. When I bought it, was actually in parts. So I bought boxes of a car. Way back when, I actually used to wrench on these things when I had the time, and I actually put this whole car back together again. It had a rusted out bird cage. I took it to a local guy to replace that bird cage. When I went to pick it up, it had a cracked T-top. I said, "Yo, you guys broke my T-top." They said, "No, it was like that when you brought it to us." I said, "No, it was definitely not like that." Long story short, they painted the car for $1,500, which compensated me for the broken T-top, and they did a wonderful job. It was probably a $5,000 paint job. That car I wrecked as well, so I guess I have a habit of wrecking these things. Anyway, next up on the list was a 1968 Corvette convertible that I bought. Very cool car. Here's some pictures. This is before we moved up here in Massachusetts. This car was actually really cool. It ran really nice. Plenty of power. Black with red is always pretty popular. I know I'm probably going fast here, but there's 7 Corvettes to cover, so I'm going to try to get to them all. So that's the 68. Very cool. That one got moved on down the line. Let's go to our other little pile over here. Whoop. Don't want to step on dog there. Oh, baby. Next up, I guess you can consider this my first modern Corvette. This was my 2003 Z06 car that I had all the way up to last year. Awesome car. I had it for, I guess, close to 15 years. I actually had it when we moved up here. Another picture of it. I actually put some silver stripes on there for a while. It's a picture of my little guy. Look how cute he is. So this is in the garage here. You can tell by the background. Yankees picture hanging on the wall over there. Very cool car. Next up in my pile, this one I guess you kind of get a view of some of the other cars I had at the time. White Z28, black Jaguar, Triumph. This was a little Scags raking the leaves. This was a little car show that we did at the time because we were having the garage worked on. This is a little line of cars. Unfortunately, I don't have great pictures of the next Corvette on the list. This was a blue and white convertible, 1988. Awesome car. Dog's going crazy. Here's another picture of it. And here's a picture of Scags, his little guy, and the 1988 Corvette. Folks, I can't... Oh, look at that little guy there. Beautiful interior on this car. Blue on blue with a white top. What a fantastic car. Folks, don't let people talk you out of a C4. C4s are fantastic cars. I absolutely love this car. I actually put some miles on this one. I got it with maybe 65,000 miles on it. When I got rid of it, it had maybe 98,000 miles. And it needed a lot of work by the time I got rid of it. It needed brakes, it needed tires, needed a radiator, the headlights didn't work anymore. But the truth is, when I'm ready to pass these things off, they go for dirt cheap. So if you're ever looking for a dirt cheap Vette, come to Scags. The final one on my list here is a very cool car. Probably the coolest coolest one I ever had. A real hot rod. I never really had a hot rod. I've never really been into them, but this was quite a car. 69 convertible. Look at that lump. It was black with a black interior, a black soft top, and a black hard top, and black side pipes. Black times 6. People thought triple black is cool. How about black times 6? There it is right there. There's the lump that was under the hood. The motor was so gigantic that the hood that actually went on the car, it was difficult to see around. So being the innovator that I am, I just took the hood right off. Here's a cool picture of it out of the garage. And there's another picture of it out of the garage. Very cool car. I really enjoyed that one. When I sold it to a guy who was no nonsense at all. Didn't waste my time. Came down with money in a trailer. And that was that. You see my other 3 Vettes that I have. That's 10 altogether. I still have these. I don't ever plan on getting rid of these because they mean a lot to me. I love these 3. Actually, I love them all. Vettes are great cars, folks. At the very least, you'll never have to worry about the body rusting. Anyway, I definitely wanted to do a video here on the introduction of the C8 mid-engine Corvette, it being the 20th of July. A lot of hype about that car. I can't wait to see it in person. Folks, I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your Plastic Fantastic here in Massachusetts. It's about 95 degrees. I don't know where you're viewing from, but God, is it hot. Anyway, get your cars out. Get your toys out. Maybe I'll do a video in the future about some of the non-Vette cars that I had. But I would have to change the name of the video to non-Corvette through Scags. Anyway, folks, have a great weekend. Thank you for watching. And next time we're going to do a video. I know in one of my videos I mentioned Corvette tidbits. I was going to do one each video, but unfortunately I forgot. So what I'm going to do is a whole list of 10 tidbits. Things that you should look for when buying a Corvette. Things you should do when you're selling your Corvette. Just some little pointers from Scags. Anyway, folks, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.